7 questions in a session, chopped it up with Chris Caddy.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy BFire. Hey, you watching 7 questions in a session.
And guess, baby, you got Big Theaaa over here. Theaaa, how?
Tap in, check us out.
What the fuck going on? In my practice growing up, I really had 50 G's stuck in the Louis Duff. Man, you niggas fucked up. Long leg in, bitch ran into me, she ran out of luck. And I'm never broke again. I don't remember the last time I went to the store with less than 50 grand. Call that nigga many man. He got hit 9 times with this, which he probably won't walk again. Turning gray, grass to tan. Remember I was a young nigga. Used a fan just to cool the grams. Now I'm a grown ass.
Hello, this your old Caddy Chris, man, and you are now watching 7 questions in a session. Today I got the BFire, man, and Theaaa up in here, man. Let's make sure I get her name right.
Say it 2 times.
Yeah, Theaaa, I had to get her name right quick fast. Yeah, man, you already know what time it is, man. First thing first, go follow the sponsors. Billionaire Hemp Wraps, treat your lungs better. Boss Leafs, man, some of the best leafs in the game. Spray 420, best cardio deodorizer out here. And 8 off the bone, men's and female oils. Come get you some so you can get you some. Appreciate y'all for coming on the show, man.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I ain't gonna get into the bullshit right away, man. So I'm gonna start off, man, like any other interview, bruh. So I'm gonna ask you first. How did the name BFire come about, bruh?
BFire been something that, came about 2017. I was doing house parties. So, a couple of people I was doing house parties with gave me the name and kind of just stuck.
But that's your government, right?
Theaaa?
Yeah.
Don't nobody know it unless, like, people that's close to me.
Yeah, talk your shit.
And I'm not gonna tell y'all. If you do know, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man. You heard what she said. Shut that bullshit up. Okay, that's going good. I thought I was fucking up. Yeah, man. But, man, I'll say, like, how did you get into the music shit, man?
So I've always been doing something music my whole life. So I've done choirs, bands, can play any musical instrument you put in my hand. A lot of my friends in high school were rapping, so I'd be helping them with pitch and vocals and beats and making sure things rhyme together and sound right. Helping people out in high school, and then it's just something I've been doing, having my hand in since.
Do you remember the exact moment you fell in love with music, bro?
As a kid, it's something I've always done. It's something I have a passion for. Like everything I do with music, concerts, everything like that. That's all because I love doing it. Like it don't. Not something that I have to do whatsoever. It's just because I love doing it.
What about you?
Me?
Yeah, you remember that moment you fell in love with music?
Like he said, it's since I was a kid. I grew up with my siblings. I feel like I'm really supposed to be doing music, but that's something I've been in tune. I've been going to the studio. I've been writing. So I recorded a couple songs, but that's not the conversation. But music always been like in me, and rapping and doing this shit with my siblings and stuff. That was like I always think about that. So I'm getting back in tune with music. So. And then, I'm involved into a lot of things, people that ask me, are you rapping? Are you doing this? Even with our type of events and stuff like that, especially for the women's event. I had so much, they trying to figure out, are you going to? No, baby, I can't. Then I just went to a cyber, they talk about we need a female to do it. Everybody in my little people, they talking about Theaaa, baby. I'm not doing it. So I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Okay.
Shit, if you got it in, you don't hurt to try. Shit, it won't hurt to try.
I'm too scared. But I'm gonna break that habit, like I've been trying to do.
Man, where did the party promotions come from, man? Where did that start at?
So one of my friends in high school was doing house parties, and I had popularity on the south side, so they wanted more, south side come out to the north side house parties. So she'd organize them. I'd do flyers, promote, and then we had a DJ who's actually now one of the biggest in the city. He started out doing our house parties. So Nudie Forever.
I mean,
Oh, shout out to Woe,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, that's I think
So
it better be done.
it was, Angie got fans. So, every major house party in the city, from Capitol, Locust, East Side, North Side, everywhere in between. House parties off Hampton, house parties off 35th, traps on 26th. Like, pack out a house with as many people as we can stuff in that bitch until it either gets shot up or shut down.
No bullshit,
Put
man.
that entire neighborhood on gridlock. You can't drive in that motherfucker. Like, everybody.
I'm probably a little older than y'all, man, but I swear I remember them house party days when I was younger, man.
Nowadays those house parties are.
Dare stepping. At my age, I wouldn't dare stepping with now, man.
But no, they was a lot safer back then than they are now. The stuff you be hearing about them now,
What's one of the biggest difference between like events then and events now and shit?
Setting. So instead of
No, it's not about setting. I feel like it's more of the people and what like the music portraying that.
no, I was
feeling
talking
like
more
people-
about like the difference between the house parties and club events.
Oh, okay.
Because you gotta look at like the setting. Now you in an establishment, you got actual licensed security most of the time. Like
Okay.
you actually got people being checked. There's not just anybody walking in. You'll know what they got on them.
Yeah.
There's been house parties where they've gotten the shooting inside the house party.
Definitely.
Like,
Bullshit. Yo, this your Caddy Chris, man. This is a quick break from the session, but I ain't asking no more, man. I've been coming on here every interview asking y'all to subscribe to the channel, show some love on the ground, show some love on the book, man. Y'all never do that shit, man. Get the hate out your heart, man. It's chill with the whole shit, man. Come on, man. You see this right here? Subscribe to the channel, bro. It's one fucking button. All you got to do is hit the button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Help a nigga make a couple dollars off this shit, man. Stop bullshit, man. You can't be a hater all your life, my nigga. You watching this interview right now? Subscribe, man. Do your world that one favor. Just hit that button down there. Subscribe, man. Yeah, man. It's your Caddy, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Yo, this your Caddy Chris, man. This is a quick break from this session brought to you by Holy Trinity Financial. Now, if y'all watch this show enough, y'all know I'm always preaching financial literacy, and it ain't never too late to get your credit together, and now is the time. So Holy Trinity is offering a once-in-a-lifetime chance for people just like you who tired of the scammers, who tired of paying all this money to the credit repair people and not getting no results. They offering a package just for y'all. All y'all gotta do is call this number below or hit the website. Tell them Caddy Chris told you to call. You will get 50% off your first month of credit repair service on behalf of your woe. So, man, like I said, Holy Trinity Financials. I would never post or promote anything on my show that I didn't believe in. This is not just a paid ad. This is a actual customer talking to y'all. I was one of their first clients and they got my credit exactly where it needs to be. So again, call this number below, hit the website, tell Holy Trinity Financial that Caddy Chris told y'all to call and get 50% off y'all first month of credit repair service on your woe. And back to this. Yeah, so how did the Firefest come about, bro?
So Firefest, that
I'm assuming she thought I was gonna ask some bullshit because she so looked at me like, "Here this nigga go."
Nah, so I've been doing things the last 3-4 years, out of state, putting showcases and stuff together with people I know and have networked with. And I thought it would be something cool to start doing in the city. There really hasn't been too much besides 1-2 other platforms, the last decade. So, having that, variation that people can come just perform their songs, get their 1s and 2s and just,
before we do get into the bullshit, bro, I'm gonna ask you, bro, like, what out of your heart, bro, what do you feel like Firefest do for the artists out here, man?
So there's a lot that comes with being a part of Firefest. You're not only getting, a chance to perform in front of a crowd, you know, where if you were to get on like a hanging mic performance, you're performing in front of an empty room, basically. You know, it's an opportunity that you can bring your people out, be seen, be heard, you know, have that, you know, main artist vibe. And, you know, there's things we do for all of the artists, like they get all their music sent in to be put on different radio stations. We got radio stations we work with from Appleton to Detroit, you know, so all their music gets put onto a major playlist and gets cycled through every week, every month, every year, you know, and they're getting their music played on BMI ASCAP certified stations where they're getting royalties off of having their music just played.
Better have your paperwork together.
You know, so that's another big thing that we offer is if artists don't have their things together and they don't have their things lined up, you know, we have those resources and connections that help you do that. You know, between us and all of our sponsors and partners, like there's decades worth of experience in the industry where, you know, we're here for the artists. You know, like Firefest does no major moves like for me at all. It's not for me, it's for the artists. You know.
And I can say, yeah, with BFire, like, yeah, I'm like promo, but you know, BFire, he been bringing out people not just from Milwaukee, but other states, and that's a big part. Like, when sitting back and you know being in the middle of it and seeing the happiness on people's faces, the connection, and everything else, it's not about competition. It's not about none of that. It's about a movement. And if you're gonna be a part of the movement, just do it. You know, and that's what really BFire is doing. And I feel like it's just too much tension where because of a name, but let's just stay facts. Let's bring out papers. Let's bring out receipts. Let's do it.
Hey, fuck it. Hey, fuck it.
All right, so she get into the bullshit first.
She want to get into it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into it.
So
My
A lot of shit.
So I did a promotional run for Jamfest a couple weeks back, and there was some comments said on my platform that my nigga didn't really appreciate. So my Prince told his side of the story, he gave me his, but now we here. I want him to kind of tell his side of the story. I ain't gonna interrupt him. I'm gonna let him speak. I'll let him know what was told to me, and then we'll just go from there. So the comments last week, actually, I'm gonna play it before this part, but the comments basically said last week about how the name was stolen and how Jamfest was the bigger platform and how y'all was bumping heads and shit like that. You wrote me in the DM saying it was bullshit and you had shit to say about it. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and say your shit, man.
All right, so start off the top, right? So Wisconsin is a festival state. Okay, the name Fest been around for 100+ years, attached to every event that you can think of. All right, from Wisconsin Fest with T-Pain to Summerfest to every individual fest.
If y'all need some tickets, I'm selling them.
Like you got Locust Fest, you got Garfield Days. That's technically a fest. You got everything in between is a festival. You got 100 festivals, Puerto Rican Fest, you got Irish Fest, Greek Fest, everything's a fest. So Fest wasn't stolen from Jamfest. It's the fact that everything in Wisconsin is a fest. And it just goes with the name. BFire has Fire Fest. It's a play on my name. It has nothing to do with Jamfest whatsoever. Just because it has Fest in it doesn't mean it's derived from Jamfest in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, you say that. So what was told to me out of Prince's mouth was he said that when he first started the Jamfest, y'all was kind of conversating, going back and forth about you helping out with shit, trying to do it as one. He said shit didn't work out. He said he was gonna move in a different direction. Their first event was the 8th of April. And then he said
that's where me and you fell.
He said 2 months later in July, that's when you came up or started promoting the Firefest. So that was part of the reason, part of the things he told me.
So Firefest been around longer. Like we got our 2-year anniversary in September. So, just because we had one event in July last year, Jamfest been around longer than that too. Like, we've been doing shows since 2023. Prince had reached out to me and I got the receipts, wanted me to be a part of the team. He hasn't had a male promoter on there in a minute. Got tired of being the only one on there. So, where we fell out was the way Prince is.
Mhm.
It's his personality. It's his way or the highway with everything. He doesn't respect anyone on his promo team. That's why he cycles through promoters like crazy. There was a huge falling out with Asia, Lydia.
I think you should say names.
A whole bunch of us
None of
got
these people.
no, but there's a whole bunch of us that had falling outs with them, and a lot of them even went to the point of going on lives, and getting on his ass. I don't know if I can say that.
No, you can say it.
Okay.
Man, this shit.
I'm used to being on the radio, so we can't say a lot of.
I'm smoking weed.
Right.
What you fucking want to do here?
But no, a lot of people would get publicly on his ass about the things that he does and says and treats people, and it's just a matter of if you run in a team, or organization, you gotta listen to everybody's ideas. If it's your way or the highway and you don't want to listen to nobody, then
Or just keep your
right. That's a huge
I fell out. The lack of keeping your word.
the false promises and stuff. Like, I'm not going to go and promise something that I can't maintain. If you're going to tell somebody X, Y, and Z, or if you're going to promise them free entry and this and that, and they get to the door and they're like, whatever, and you try to charge them
Fuck
after
that.
you told them to get in for free type shit.
That's the reason why I fell out with him, and I didn't really have a sit down with him about it, but I was supposed to get some of that door money. At the end of the day, it was more of the story. Prince made me feel like I didn't put in no work, none of that shit. Security was really being a bitch. You should have sat back and you asked me, do I want my money up front right now or at the door? I thought about the door. When I come to you come talking about boo Jupiters, you gotta clean up, do all this extra ass shit. So I text you, no response. But instead of you sitting back, that's why I said, like, you have a bad record behind your name. Before you try to sit back and try to blow anybody the fuck down, you need to really come on.
Like, I mean, between me, Theaaa, and probably a dozen other promoters in the city that have been associated with Jamfest, there's hundreds of texts that just show character.
It's just
it's just bad. It's just a lot of bad business in a bad taste, and there's no beef, there's no bad blood on any of our end. It's just
why mention your name?
we don't go and
He brought it up.
Now, mind you, what he exactly said, I can't repeat verbatim because I'm not him. So, what he said is what he said. So,
right.
I also offered y'all an opportunity to come talk together. You said, "Fuck that." You was like, "You not trying that." So,
that wouldn't end well. Just knowing him and how he's acted in the past and attempts of doing that, it wouldn't end well at all.
What the hell that mean?
So I tried having a conversation with him several times, and it's turned into a lot of bullshit. Trying to resolve issues that are primarily stemming from him.
hey, again, man,
I don't have issues, so it is.
I ain't here to call no bullshit. This is just a platform that the comments was made on. So he felt like he wanted to come speak his piece. So please don't come at me with no whole shit talking about some starting shit or nothing like that. Cause again on the post I said, hey,
well, I mean, we not even trying to start nothing.
Not even with me. I'm just letting everybody know who want to watch or people who decide to comment and act like I'm starting shit. Mind you. Hey,
he's not.
I'm not starting shit, P. I'm just. Hey,
neither are us.
It is word, man.
It's just wanting to make sure that because there is two sides to everything, and I don't have and
I'm gonna let him come speak his piece too.
Any animosity. I don't have any issues. Like how the Jamfest after the one where, you know, we have falling out from, you know, like Prince came and did his after party at Flame, you know, as a coinciding with something that I was doing because I was working with Flame at the time, you know, and promoting for them. So I'm making the flyers, I'm doing everything to help them, you know, getting birthdays booked, all that stuff to help fill up the club for his after party for Jamfest. And, you know, we in the same building, no words spoken, no issues at all. Like, because there's no issues on my end. If it was really something like with what you were telling me off camera earlier, shit would have gone down inside that club during his after party. It would have happened that day too. Like that, it's a lot of bullshit and unfactual and, you know, baseless. So it's
Understood, man. Well, shit, man. Any last comments on the situation, man? You saying you fuck it is kind of dead. You just want to clear the air.
yeah, like Firefest has absolutely nothing to do with Jamfest in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing stolen from Jamfest. It's something that I've been doing before I was a part of Jamfest because I saw their crowd numbers starting to kind of decline using the same artists, and you know, I wanted to jump in and try to help bring up another platform that I feel was doing something for the city. So, you know, I wanted to try and help, and that, you know, I never got heard, and my voice was never heard, and I was told to pound sand and get off the team, and you know,
Honestly, I feel like now you just feel like you got competition because if anything, you ain't really doing shit. Like, yeah, you bringing the same motherfuckers like you was saying. You doing this, at least BFire really bringing motherfuckers out of the
like
state
we got
and etc. Motherfuckers.
we've had artists come from Detroit, Arizona, you know,
But I just feel like
fucking-
maybe we should come together and be as one. I ain't trying to be on no shit before y'all already know what it is. But at the end of the day, we a union. We all sitting back trying to do this shit. You feel me?
like
So
If it's a mediator, man, is there any way y'all can try to have another conversation without some bullshit going
I
down?
can try, you know, but
you can be the
I'm
I'm cool with that. I am older, man.
my only concern is, you know, the way he going to just act. I don't have time for
You don't want to
issues.
waste your time, bro. Like,
Right.
my nigga had to understand it's a conversation. It ain't an argument. You know what I mean? So, but
Bitch steady calling on the road on the E-way. On the money mission. FaceTime butter, I just cracked this today. Cheap nigga, how you living? Bitch steady calling on the road on the E-way. On the money mission. FaceTime butter, I just cracked this today. Cheap nigga, how you living? Rest in peace to my brother, baby. I just took 10.
bruh, you halfway through the interview, my nigga, and you still ain't subscribed yet? All you gotta do is hit the button right there. Just come on, man. And subscribe to the channel, man. All right, man. I think I asked you before, but I'm gonna ask you now. Since you are tapped in with a lot of artists, and you do come across a lot of music, man, who is your favorite artist right now? I'm gonna change the question a little bit. Who is your favorite artist right now that's not one of the top Milwaukee artists? Everybody know the top artists.
That's a tough one because there's a lot of really fire artists in the city. A lot of them coming up too.
coming up.
Name five then. Name five.
Name
artists
five. Name five. All right.
It's not his time. It's not. I'm gonna ask him just name five dope artists.
So there are two that are coming up that are absolutely fire female artists that, you know, you hear their music all the time in the clubs, but don't nobody know really who they are because they can't get into the clubs themselves, you know. So you got Ari and you got Baby Doll. You know, they are two absolute fire female artists that are just killing it in the music game with.
Goddamn. So you got it. Wait.
Yep.
Her,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
The Ooh Damn She Got a Wham.
Yeah.
That one. And then you got Ari that's got Jiggle Baby. You know, and you hear that all the time in the club. you know, and they even played Ari's song at the G Herbo concert.
Oh, that's fire. Shout
You
out
know,
to Ari,
like, you know, her music getting played, and you know, both of them are, you know, artists that have done Firefest and are scheduled to do something this year with us. You know, it's a lot of good music. Another artist, I would say,
Hey man.
well, he's blown up. You know, he's one of the topper artists, but
Yeah, man.
you got like Fat Boy Fresh. You know, he's doing a lot of what he's got to do. He's got some pretty good songs, especially with that McDonald's parody. So he's another good artist that's coming up, and
Living that life, man.
you got Ace Loud. I feel like he's really doing his
Yeah,
thing,
shout out
and
to him. I met him recently. Man.
I really feel like he's doing his thing. He's got a lot of good stuff going on, and you know, not a lot of people have really heard him before. He does a lot with like Uptowners and, you know, smaller scaled events like that, and he's got a lot of good stuff coming up with like Munch Lauren and bigger names. So he's really coming up.
Yeah.
Yep, him.
That's what you're talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah, I met him.
Because I heard that when I was talking
I
about
met him a couple times recently with Blue, actually.
Yeah, exactly, Blue.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fire artists.
That's 4. They
Daisy Dukes,
shout out.
she's pretty fire. You got Blue Monroe, you got Gemini Stoner. I mean, it's Bree bands. I mean, you have a lot of artists in the city that are really doing their thing, and a lot of them are in one way, shape, or form, you know, coming through and doing what they gotta do on Firefest, and you know.
But shit, man. What's thoughts on the music scene in the whole right now?
As far as Milwaukee,
Yeah.
I mean, Milwaukee's on the map. Like every 2-3 months, we have another artist that makes it to top 20 on Billboard. You know, we have, I don't know, 9-10 artists on the top 50 right now that are all from Milwaukee. You know, some of them have been made it. You know, some of them are just getting there. You know, like I think my EP's like number 19 or 20 now.
Man, shout out to P.
And she's got another song that's in like the top 100 with a little RB. So, you know, she's got 2-3 songs on Billboard 100.
Yeah, shout out my.
You got Chicken, Lakia, Bobby Shmurda. You got, you know, Big Frank's on there, JP's on there. You know, you have a lot of artists that are, you know, from Milwaukee hitting that chart, and you know, we talking like the top 50 to 100 artists in the country, and we got like a good quarter of them are from Milwaukee. So Milwaukee's really doing its thing, and you know, there's a big spotlight. You know, I'm doing everything I can to try and bring more recognition to the city and to the artists that are still coming up, and give more opportunity there. You know, so with things we got coming up, and we can get into that in a minute, but
Yeah, man.
I got some fire stuff planned.
Man, why don't you go ahead and tell the people, man? You said you got the tour coming up, man.
Yep.
You got a lot of shit popping off with the fest, man.
So
Why don't you go ahead and let everybody know what's going on, bro?
So we gonna do some special special shit. So we got Summer Nights, June 21st concert, whole brand new lineup. We got 8 headliners that have never been on the platform, never really had a concert like that before. So it's gonna be a really, really cool event. Patio, day party, prime social. So, you know, if you've been there for bigger shows like what we've done with Chicken, you know that patio gets packed. So we excited for that. We got some coming out with 414 Glazing. Date to be announced. We got Dragon Fest. So that's a spin-off of our Firefest. That is a fan-picked lineup. So we spent 4 months, putting out polls of who people want to see. And that's the lineup that we got. So I'm not going to go and name too many names right now, until we have all of our contracts and ducks in a row. But, we got a couple people that have already been, set in stone, like Ristafam, OTMT, Baby Jeezy, D Money Green and Playboy Bully. They got that new song with Mook G.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, I just seen that. Yeah.
We got DJ E the Black.
Motherfucking whoa.
So we got Ari's gonna be on that one. We got WG Diamond Banks. So
Man, I'm like, man, her gonna fight. She gonna stop bullshitting me with the clothes, man. She gonna stop bullshitting me, man.
so it's gonna be a nice lineup for Dragon Fest, and then we're gonna roll into our 2-year anniversary in September. So September 20th, we have a competition. Different categories judged. So you sign up, you get to perform your best song in that category, and get a chance to win 300, a trophy, some studio time, radio play, performance on Piano Room, one of our partners. It's just a whole lot that, it's a good opportunity. We're going to have Empire Records in the building judging. We actually have 2 of Empire's artists and one of their A&Rs as judges. So we got a Detroit artist and a Twin Cities artist coming to judge.
Man, fuck that Minnesota shit, man.
Yep.
Nah, just
Yeah.
nah, fuck Minnesota, man. Nah,
But
fuck Minnesota.
that's going to be a really good opportunity because you're going to be, getting judged by a actual record label that's, one of the top 5 in the country. So definitely something that if you want to get your opportunity to blow, that 2-year anniversary is the one. We got a tour that starts right after that. So the next week is going to be Madison. We're going to hit Eau Claire. We're going to hit Minneapolis. We're going to hit Waukegan, Rockford, Chicago, Memphis. We have Detroit lined up. We got a 3-peat in a weekend down in Texas. We got Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth all on the same weekend. Arizona, Phoenix, Scottsdale. We got San Diego in October.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
going on a nationwide tour from September to December, and every weekend is going to be a show. We start in Milwaukee, and we end in Miami. So 21 shows in 18 states, and
Yeah.
it's going to be one of those big opportunities that come perform. We're not taking care of travel, but you have a way there. Come do what you gotta do. Come perform. Come grow your crowd in other states. Other states are just eating up Milwaukee. You could have an artist in Milwaukee that brings out 20 people and take them to Ohio, and they could probably bring out 2,000. You never know. They just really love Milwaukee and other states. So
Ohio, man.
it's
Milwaukee.
oh yeah, Ohio sells anything Milwaukee out. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So definitely, just check it out. Check out the page. We're going to come back and do a Friendsgiving event, a Veterans Day event, and we're going to do our second Fire and Ice event. As breaks of the tour. We got things planned all the way out to December, and then we got 2 shows planned for next year already with DJs and flyers already kind of set up. So
Well, shit, man. Last question, man. What Milwaukee mean to you, bro?
Milwaukee is my city, so it mean the absolute world to me. Like everything I do, is for the city. You know, a good fraction of our concerts at Firefest are for charity. We just did one for abused women. We got another one that we're planning for kids that are in need of school supplies they don't have any kind of assistance like that. Their, parents aren't well off, so we're going to be doing something to help with that and really try to bring more recognition to things like, domestic violence, things like mental health, autism awareness. Like we're doing a lot that's, charity based too. So, just trying to bring the city together, lift everybody up, and give artists that opportunity to really do what they gotta do and come up,
Shit, man. This is part of the interview, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at. The social
Yeah.
medias, the man, shit, the shout outs, man. Camera on y'all, man.
Yeah, so I want to shout out my boy here, just having us on. Biggest shout out there. Shout out my right hand, my manager, Theaaa.
Thea.
So,
Yeah.
she's
There we go.
she's our promo team manager. So if you want to be a part of Firefest in any way, shape, or form, you want to help promote, you want to sell some sections,
Gonna make
sell some
money.
tickets, make money. She's the one to hit up. She runs the
Don't
whole
waste my
team.
time.
You just gotta be consistent with posting and showing up.
No bullshit. It's a team effort. It's
Yeah.
a movement. It's a union. That's why no matter what.
So we got promoters from multiple states, so you're gonna be part of something big. So you can find us on Firefest MkE. That's the Instagram and Facebook page. TikTok, Firefest MkE, everything like that. So everything, we got footage from all of our events from 414 Day of last year to, everywhere in between, dropping on the Firefest page so you can see past performances. Different, artists that have all been on there, hundreds of artists that have been on there. You can find my page, official.b.fire. All my business pages are attached to my name in some way, shape, or form. BFire Productions, Firestorm Entertainment, Fire Designs, BFire Media, BFire Promotions. So, you can find me on all them pages, and my team runs the Firefest page for me, and you can find Theaaa on her pages too.
Hold on. It's Theaaa, baby. Big Theaaa. Y'all can't forget about me. It's only one of me. You already know how to find me, Vanish Mode, whatever the hell you want to say. But you can catch me on Instagram. It's THEA_THEA414. Then if you want to go follow my spam, go in my bio, my description, because yes, it's me.
Although she tends to be on her spam a little bit more than her.
Yeah, spam is my main page right now. So, yeah.
Yeah. The shit, man. Thank y'all for watching 7 questions in the session. Again, it's your woke Caddy Chris.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm sorry, Caddy Chris. Probably about a week and a half. I got a pool party coming up, and I'm about to be posting it, so I need y'all to sit back and tap the fuck in. And it's some exclusive shit. So if you're really trying to see what the real life of being rich looks like, I'm willing to show you. It's off the river too. Okay,
Talk your shit, Pete.
it's off the river.
Yeah.
Some nice little bitty, it's just a start of something. Much more to come. Tune into us. So I keep trying to tell y'all, fuck the negativity. Let's move positive. We here and we alive. So thank God. Because I am.
Yeah, man.
And we might be having a little 7 questions in a session themed Firefest too. You never know.
Hey, hey, I'm working, man. Hey, I'm working. I'm with it all, man. Again, hey, no bullshit though. Hey, go to follow the sponsors, man. Billionaire Hemp Wraps, Boss Leaves, Spray 420, Best Cardio Deodorizer, and motherfucking Free My Motherfucking Woe, 8 Off the Bone, men's and female oils. All proceeds go on my well books, man. Help him eat good while he in there and doing his little moments. See y'all next time, man. Subscribe to the channel. Don't be a hoe ass nigga, bro. It do not make you a hoe just from pressing that little red button at the bottom.
No
That
bullshit.
that's the not it's the not make you lose your bitch. It's not gonna take your soul. No, none of that shit, bro. Just that one button. Just come on, press it, man. Help me make a couple dollars off this shit.
Tap
Tap
in.
And yeah, get some more weed.
Come support.
Yeah, we up out of here.
Yeah.
What the fuck going on? In my project growing up, I really had 50 G's stuck in the Louis Duff. Man, you niggas fucked up. Long leg in, bitch ran into me, she ran out of luck. And I'm never broke again. I don't remember the last time I went to the store with less than 50 grand. Call that nigga many man. He got hit 9 times with this, which you probably won't walk again. Turning gray, grass to tan. Remember I was a young nigga.
Bruh, your big back ass not made it all the way to the end of the interview, and you still ain't subscribed yet, man. Come on, man. Stop being a hater, man. Just hit that button, man. Subscribe. Yeah. You know, I made it this far in the damn interview and still ain't subscribed yet, man. What's wrong with people, bro?
Use the fan just to cool the grams. Now I'm a grown ass man, smashing on presses, turning 5 into 10.
They selling dope in my project. You get poked in my project. It's kinda